Hi, my name is Mel, and I'm so glad you could make it to this chat about Durham Cathedral. The three important questions are, where? Well, Durham is a small city in the northeast of England, almost as far up the right-hand side of England as you can get before you get into Scotland. Why? Durham is in a beautiful location, and the cathedral is the finest example of Norman/Romanesque architecture that you can find anywhere in the UK. And lastly, when? Well, we were there in May of 2025. As you can see, it's a small city, modern on the outskirts, but with an historic centre dominated by the castle and the cathedral, both sitting up on the hill, high above the rest of the city. The castle's part of Durham University, and you can take a tour. Well, we're interested in the cathedral, which has appeared in a number of movies: Avengers Endgame, Downton Abbey the movie, but most notably the first two Harry Potter films. A number of scenes were shot around the cathedral, including the infamous scene where Ron tries to cast an eat slugs spell. Anyway, if we start in towards the main entrance, on the right-hand side, you can see the sanctuary knocker, which takes its name from the fact that in the Middle Ages, people who'd committed a great offence could touch the knocker and be granted sanctuary within the cathedral. The architecture of the nave is particularly harmonious because it was built in a mere 40 years, between 1093 and 1133. The round arches and zigzag carved decorations we see here are all textbook Norman. The interior is remarkably uncluttered. For centuries, out of respect for St. Cuthbert, no one else was buried here, and during Reformation times the sumptuous Catholic decor was removed. Fires and the English Civil War also took their toll. This fine medieval clock in the southwest transept was lucky to survive, pretty much intact from those times. In 1650, Scottish prisoners of war held here destroyed the earlier font, and this one dates from 1663. But the cathedral also houses more modern artworks. Here we see the Statue of Mary by Joseph Pitts. And the cathedral also contains this twice life-size Pietà by local artist Fenwick Lawson. Similarly, some of the stained glass is modern. Here, this one commemorates the life of Sarah Pilkington, a local art student, and this is the Last Supper, seen from above. But many people will come to the cathedral to see one of the two saints' tombs. Here is that of St. Bede, who wrote the ecclesiastical history of the English people, making him the father of English history. And this is the tomb of St. Cuthbert, another local northeast lad made good, and the man for whom this whole cathedral was constructed. And so, friends, it's that time again. Whether you're a fan of Harry Potter or a fan of history, we've reached the end of our tour. And you know the drill. For a small channel like this, if you could comment, like, subscribe, share, that would be brilliant. Subscribing costs you nothing, but would mean an awful lot to me. So thanks once again, and I hope to see you in the next one.